Hello all, my name is Krishnak and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now many of you have basically requested me to put videos on statistics, and that is what is the main purpose of this particular videos. I am going to work for 2 weeks and continuously upload two videos every day, and that will be related to statistics and how we can basically apply statistics in machine learning. So the first concept that we are going to understand is mean, median and mode. Now this is the basic thing to understand and I hope many of them knows, but today I am also going to give you some additional information regarding mean, median, mode and how it is basically used in machine learning. So let us take an example. Suppose I have a sample of heights over here as 168 centimeter, 170 centimeter, 150 centimeter, 152, 182, 140, 175. So what does mean basically say? Mean is basically given by mu, and here I can basically write the formula as summation of I is equal to 1 to n x of I multiplied by 1 by n. Now I know over here the n value is basically the count of the samples. So you can see that how many samples are basically present. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So what I can do is that I can basically add up first of all this x of I. Okay. So x of I is basically this is my x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, x of 4, and it can be up till x of n. Okay. So what I'll do is that I'll add up this, and I'll then finally whatever will be the total count, I will divide by n. N is basically my values, that is 7. Okay, which is the total count of the sample distribution. Now after that I will be getting a value as 63.5. Suppose this is the output and the mean that I have basically got, which is like 63.5. Now let me specify some important properties about the 63.5. Now as you know that this is a sample of distribution of ages. So in your sample of distribution of ages, this 63.5 is the measure of central tendency. That basically means most of your age will be falling in this particular region, and suppose if you increase some number of distribution of sample, you will be getting a curve which looks like this, and this is basically your Gaussian distribution. Again, I'll be explaining you about this in our future classes, but just understand this is basically my Gaussian distribution, and I can also term it as normal distribution. Okay, and the central tendency, because over here you can see that this region is little bit, this is basically a bell curve. More amount of values will be present in this particular region, and if I just draw a line of this is basically my mean. Okay, now this mean actually specifies the measure of central tendency. Okay, so just understand this much. In the later upcoming videos I'll be explaining about variance, standard deviation and all also. So this is my mean. Okay, and now this mean can come into a lot of use, which I'll be discussing in just a while. But just understand what does exactly mean specify. It specifies the measure of central tendency. So let us just go ahead and try to understand why exactly median is also used. And finally, I'll also take a real world example and try to show it to you that how this mean can play a very good role. So let us just go ahead and try to understand what is exactly median. Okay. Now, in order to understand median, let us take a small example. I have a distribution like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I calculate the mean over here will be somewhere around 3. It is just like you are adding up all this number and dividing by the total number, total count of this number. So this basically becomes 15 by 5, right? Because if I add it up, it will be 15. 15 by 5 is nothing but 3. Now guess, just understand, if I add an outlier like 50, okay, this outlier basically specifies that this number will be a huge number. It will not be similar to this particular distribution. So suppose I have added 50. Now what will happen is that if I add this up, the total value will be 65 divided by 5, right? Now if I try to see how much this is, 5 ones are 3. So 13 is my value that I'm basically getting. Now understand guys, this is my new mean after I added an outlier 50. Now you just see the difference of an outlier, difference of the mean, because I have added just an outlier. Now this basically represents a complete different format of the distribution. And this is very, very harmful for doing any statistical analysis. So in this case, if I want to find out the central tendency, the measure of the central tendency, I can basically use median. Now how do I use median? For median, the first thing is that I have to make the numbers in sorted order. Now currently my number is basically in sorted order. Then what I do is that if I will just take the central number. Now how do I decide which is the central number? For even numbers, for even count of numbers, over here I have 6 numbers, right? for even count of numbers, I'll be taking two numbers in the center. Whereas in the case of odd number, this will just be taking the central number. Okay. Now see, if I take this two center numbers, this is 3 plus 4, and again I have to do the average because I still have two numbers. And over here you can see that my central tendency for this based on mode will be basically 3.5. Now you can see that even though I added an outlier 50, there was a slight difference in the mean, okay, with the help of median. Okay, and similarly if I have odd, I just have to select one number which is basically present in the center. Okay, so this was all about median, and you have understood the importance, because to just lessen the impact of an outlier, we are basically using median. And similarly we can also use mode. Mode basically find out the maximum number of frequent numbers in this particular distribution. Suppose my frequent number is 3 repeated many number of times. So this will be considered as my mean or my central measure of values. Okay. So this will be basically my value of central tendency. So this was all about median and mode. Let me give you a very good example how this is basically used. So for this, I'm just going to rub this and let me just give you a very good example. Now, you know that in most of our data set in machine learning, we have seen a feature which is called as age. I hope many of them have seen, because in many of the data set, when you are doing various machine learning problem statement, you'll have this particular value. Now, when I take age, suppose I have different age like 23, 24, 27, 32, 35 and 21, and suppose I have some blank values, right? Now, in this case, understand that the one way while I'm solving this in feature engineering, the first step is basically to handle the missing values. Now, if I want to handle this missing values, there are two ways. Either I can drop these records, but just understand guys, if I'm dropping the records, I'm basically losing some information, right? So what we do is that we try to handle these missing values. And here I'm considering that age is completely independent. It is not dependent on any other feature, right? In that case, what I can do is that I can basically use mean, or I can basically use median, or I basically can use mode. These two will be used only if there is some many outliers present in this age distribution. Otherwise, I'll prefer using mean, and then by calculating the mean, I'll try to replace in these blank values. And that is how it has to be done. Okay. And similarly, if I have a lot of outliers, I can basically use median and mode. And I'll be showing you more examples as we go ahead in the future, but just understand with respect to one data set, and here I've given an example of age. So this was all about this videos guys. In my next video, I'm going to explain you about variance and standard deviation, and there I'm also going to mention you something about Gaussian distribution or normal distribution. So I hope you like this particular video, and guys, I'm going to complete this playlist within 2 weeks, so make sure you watch these videos so that you gain the knowledge and how you can basically apply in machine learning. So this was all about this videos. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you one and all. Please do subscribe the channel if you have not already subscribed. Till then, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you.